critical to the sustenance of development of our industry. It is particularly gratifying to note that this week's program is a strategic expression of education and institutional recognition. The two cardinal pillars upon which the event was conceptualized. This does not in any way suggest that other pillars are redundant or that we have abandoned them. I want to say to you that work is going on, and there are various projects that have been initiated simultaneously for the P and the C. In order to refresh our memory, especially those that were present at my investiture, and also for the sake of those that were not privileged to attend, I will share with us extracts from the presentation made on that day, part of which the pillars are set to achieve. E for the education. Like I said, not just education, but involving education through technology. And in that presentation, I quote from there, this is a critical need. And there's a critical need to bridge the gap between the insurance. We must move beyond simple awareness campaigns to empower the public with real education. We will leverage existing channels and institutions to deliver insurance education outside the industry. And I just want all of us to close our eyes and just imagine that we have a Nigeria where insurance is a core subject in secondary schools and a focus of training programs all over. This will significantly enhance insurance literacy across the nation. On the other hand, institutional recognition is set to establish a credible award program. And you will bear me witness, especially the practitioners, that sometimes when you see some names announced or on the faces of the pages of the dailies, you wonder whether the awardee is really worth the awards that they were being given. But I believe the Chartered Insurance Institute is one of the entities that is best positioned to give and recognize people that have done well. The annual Insurance Week will be a highlight on our calendar showcasing talents and achievement of institutions as well as individuals within our field. And this we will do by instituting credible award-giving events with well-defined criteria. We will celebrate excellence and inspire others to strive for greatness. I want to say bringing the vision of Insurance Week to life has been akin to connecting strategic dispersed dots across various touch points within our ecosystem. And I will explain this. While I was preparing for my presidency, I held a family conference. And I asked the children, you're offering your mother to be one of the best in the insurance industry. What are the things that you would like her to achieve? And my first son, who is a consultant with Deloitte in Canada, said, Akaton. The others said, developing the manpower itself, which is capacity building. All this put together were what formed the EPIC agenda. And many things happened within this beautiful edifice that we are all sitting in one of the best halls in Nigeria. One day, I was just at the reception and I saw two ladies, and I don't know whether they're here because they promised to fly in from Abuja. And I said to them, I have a vision. And I explained to them. And I want to say to you, within few weeks, they came up with a comprehensive framework that actually expressed that which was invisible to many and never spoken, but was right in my mind. They came up with a beautiful, comprehensive framework that is now being actualized. I don't know whether any one of them is here, but there is one of them that we will all know. If nobody knows her, I'm sure the commissioner must have suffered a lot from her pressure. And that is Temitayo Akpan. I don't know whether she's here. She was at the reception with another lady who used to be the corporate affairs manager of IEI. And I said to them, this is my vision. Put it on paper. And whatever I've given to the committee, they were the ones that detailed it that way. So I celebrate them. The baton of execution was later gallantly taken up by the Insurance Planning Committee. We will recognize them later. Under the able and exemplary leadership of the past president of Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, Mr. Eddie Efekowa. So many of us, we call him the respected chairman emeritus. In his characteristic spirit of commitment and excellence, he accepted to chair this initiative despite his demanding schedule. Just as he successfully did during my investiture as the president. Past President Bola Temowo, also of CIN, happens to be the chairman of the technical committee that is the custodian of EPIC. They both worked assiduously alongside chairpersons of various subcommittees, the secretariats, and a coalition of passionate professionals drawn from all segments of the insurance industry. You won't believe the talent that we have residing in this industry. Amazing people. This diverse yet united team worked diligently over the last 6 months. So it's not just something that we woke up and then, brought to light in a month. They've been working since last year to make sure that this vision is realized. So this diverse yet united team has worked diligently over the last 6 months, planning, innovating, and collaborating to deliver a week that reflects the aspiration of a modern, inclusive, and progressive insurance profession. From assembling the right talents, both within and outside the insurance industry, orchestrating the innovation hackathon to ignite creative young professionals. We were never meeting in the mornings. We were never meeting in the days. Our meetings usually started 6 p.m. and 9 p.m. we will be apologizing to each other, or around 8, to allow our spouses to enjoy our company. If those spouses are here, I apologize on behalf of your spouses. I am responsible for all that had happened between December and now. But I thank you that you have allowed your spouses and your parents to serve in the capacity in which they have done. Unveiling NICO Because it's no longer like a secret. You see everybody wearing it. It was a fantastic experience for me working with the team, this vibrant team, to come up with everything that we're going to see and continue to see in the insurance industry. The energy was contagious. Nobody was ever dozing off. It's when we're supposed to close that somebody will remember a point. And we argued from who brought in this lion. What is lion in this age? Don't you know Lion of Africa is no more in existence? Somebody said, what do you want to do with shield? But we argued back and forth, and we gave birth to Nico, the protector. I want to say this event that we're having today is not just happening here. When you talk about kickoff today, sometimes I wonder, will anybody ever know the kickoff time of the insurance week? Because the Badon chapter were in the mosque on Friday to talk to the Muslim community about insurance in an exciting manner. On Saturday, the registrar made us to walk the unusual. And I'm so sure everybody was looking out for me when I would say I was tired. And I was also looking at the truck. Will a time come when my legs will fail me and I will jump into this caravan? Will I stop them or will I just say slow down while I jump in so that people can know I can still jump? But lo and behold, I disappointed many. I surprised many. But I was prepared for it. I was able to walk 7 kilometers and I danced like a 16-year-old girl just to actualize the vision and to say that we can really protect. I'm eternally grateful to the chairman of the committee and to everyone. You will be celebrated later, but this is just an opening address. The level of support and goodwill received across the insurance institution has been nothing short of phenomenal. For want of word, amazing institutions. It affirms our shared commitment to reposition insurance as a formidable pillar within the Nigerian financial service sector. In the forefront of this support is our own regulator, NIA. I'm not talking as institutions. NIA was not left out. NCRIB, thanks for your support. ELAN, every arm was represented as entity and as well as your members. Aaron, thank you for being part of this. The academia, thank you for coming, students. And we're going to leave you with a challenge because insurance awareness creation doesn't stop here. There's already a project for you that you have to go back and institute this within your community. There's a particular institution that we said we were not going to visit because they initially said they were going to write exam. That is the Lagos State University of Technology. But to my surprise, their head of department, Professor or Dr. Adebanjo, Dr. Baken Adebanjo, sent me a flyer and said, even if you are not coming, we're going to have our own awareness. They have a banner. Said they've taken permission from the VC. Celebrate them for me. The support that we have received from our clients and partners, I need to mention. Flour Mills, they gave us their product. Big thanks to them. Nestle, they supported with a product and they were there on Saturday to serve us coffee. While I don't know whether they are representative, whether they are here, they also We didn't just, they came in at the last minute and they said, we're going to support your vision. And they promised taking us to China. So if you are not yet on the council, it's too late to start campaigning. But I congratulate the council members. I don't know how many of us they will be able to take, but I know even if they are taking one person, I'm going to be that one number one. Also worthy of note is the unwavering support of our regulator under the leadership of our Commissioner for Insurance, who has not only decided to adopt the hackathon, but also he has also reiterated his strong commitment to the digital transformation of our industry. Thank you for your support. I want to deeply appreciate the executive and the legislative arms of the government. Unfortunately, Honorable Jaya, the chairman of the Committee for Insurance and Actuarial Matters, was the first to confirm that he will be here. But as you know, he sent his apology that his constituency is now very hot. And he just had to be there. And he called from there yesterday to send in as apologies. And if he were to be here, my message to him would have been, we need an enabling environment. I'm saying this because the commissioner is wearing about 3 caps. He's representing the Minister of Finance, he's representing the House, and he's representing the Senate, and representing himself, making 4. Please, you need to take this word to them. They need to allow us do our business. They need to support us. And, we like to come to Abuja, but not with the kind of invitations that we're having. Let them temper whatever with mercy and let the operators just do their job. Thank you. Our clients, I don't know how many of you are here, but I know you are here in your good number. We may not be able to, we might not have brought in everybody, but to our clients, and I just want you, if you are not an insurance person, you are just a client, kindly wave your hand. Please. We want to celebrate you because you are the reason why we are here. Both our existing clients and our prospective ones. You are of utmost importance to us. You are the main reason why this week is holding. We need your feedback. We need to know what you want, where you want it, and how you want it. We are prepared to serve you, whether in the old way or digitally, because there is transformation going on. Do not hesitate also to commend us openly when we do well. Because in 2024 alone, we paid 622 billion naira in claims. It was not paid to ghosts. This is a sum handed to some corporate entities and even individuals. So when we do well, media, kindly support them in praising us. And we will come to you when need be, that you should kindly allow us to publicize it if you are one of the recipients of this good job that we're doing. We need your cooperation and your consent to be able to publicize what we're doing. We're ready to do more, and together we can secure our future. I know that we also have here some other people that are doing a lot for the insurance industry. I want to recognize particularly my brother who flew in from I don't know where, but he decided to work with us on Saturday, and today he's here. He is the organizer of Insurance Meet Tech. He's done it over the last 4 years. With this transformative technology, we can serve our clients better. To my dear gentlemen of the press, we thank you sincerely for the visibility and positive publicity that you have given to this event. Interestingly, instead of quoting my name when you are putting those things on out there, I see you just saying KBL picture with president, NCRIB. I'm like, I'm the one that should be the center of this news now. But who does not want to be associated with success? So I celebrate you all. You have done so well, but I want to appeal to you that the momentum should not end with this week. You are a critical stakeholder in this journey. We look forward to a robust partnership that extends beyond the Insurance Week celebration. As the week unfolds, because we have so many things that we're going to do, tomorrow several teams will be going to schools, tertiary institutions, and on Wednesday, we'll be going to the market, some marketplaces. Don't forget, it's happening across the nation. And on Thursday, honestly, I've never witnessed what we're going to see on Thursday, and I invite you all. The hackathon. We had 19 teams of young men from within and outside insurance that applied to participate in the hackathon that is going on. Their own competition started a month ago, but we chose 6 brilliant teams, brilliant guys, mind-blowing young professionals. We need to bring them. We have attracted them, and they have found insurance very interesting, and it's going to be difficult for them to leave. So if you need staff, it's a place to be. It's a place to be. No poaching, I want to say. So where somebody already works somewhere, don't touch them. On this note, I once again welcome you all. Let's participate fully in the week-long program. Let's continue to collaborate. Let the Insurance Week's resounding success be taken to the next level. And I don't know whether we're going to be handing we're going to harmonize position under Insurance Committee. So I want to say thank you for your presence. Thank you for your commitment. God bless Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria. God bless our entire industry. And God bless Nigeria.
Thank you for that round of applause for our own President and Chairman of Council, Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, Mrs. Yetunde Ilori, ACBFIIN. Please, a round of applause for her once again, and then you may have your set after she's seated. Will be the last order. Très bien. I'd like to quickly recognize Mr. Eric Kind from Hawaii. Yeah. A round of applause for him. You're welcome. We'd like to recognize the Chairman, Computer Village, Victoria Island, not Ikeja, the main one. Am I right? The main one. Mr. Jude Ugwa. We'd like to recognize Petra Bell Food, Oweye Temitope. Also, the CEO, Octamile, Mr. Benru Dara. Welcome. Chief Operating Officer, Modern Commodities, Mr. Femi Victor Afolabi. You're welcome. We'd like to also recognize the representative of Traffic Radio, Radio Lagos, Comrade Daniel Onobame. Welcome. And finally, we'd like to recognize Nigerian movies directors represented by Osezoha Elimilia. A round of applause. You're welcome. Yes, before we take the next thing, I like to, for the sake of the students there from LASU, I like to tell you that this is your first time interacting with us? Is it your first time? Speak now, yes or no? The first time, very good. So the first time, please give them a first time round. Welcome them as we welcome people. First time. Now I'd like to bring you in. Insurance in Nigeria, headquartered in Lagos, is a big business. Like she said, they paid billions. Did you capture that? Did you capture the figure? Because it can come out for you to make you pass or fail. 622 billion. Over how many years? Of 1 year. That's big business. So we are welcoming you into the insurance industry and tell you that put your mind, it's a big business. They hold national programs, international programs. Okay. Mr. Smith, who seated before us here, was the president. Mr. Smart, for the whole of what? Africa. Right? And that was how many year tenure? 2-year tenure. Mr. Smart was the president for all of Africa insurance. That was 2020, 2021. Yes, it was held, the program was held at Ekot and Suite. I was there now. That was my first engagement with insurance, the biggest one. My first. So what I'm saying is that it's a big business, so get into it. On a parlé français, mais on m'a invité pour participer parce que moi je parle français. Vous comprenez maintenant? So je voudrais vous dire que l'assurance au Nigeria, c'est pas au Nigeria, c'est un programme global. Il faut participer. Il faut être avec nous toujours. Vous comprenez maintenant? So that's my way of welcoming you in, okay? Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I'd like to invite to give the opening remarks for this August and auspicious occasion, the Commissioner for Insurance, Mr. Oshegun Omoshen. FIIN. Please hear the sounding, resonating, and reverberating round of applause for our own commissioner.
Please have your seat. Before I unveil the many caps, many invisible caps that I'm wearing, permit me to quickly recognize the dignitaries that are here. I'll start with the president, my own president of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, Mrs. Yetunde Olubunmi Ilori. Thank you. As a matter of fact, she deserves more than that because of what she represents and what she's doing for the industry. Past presidents and elders of our institute that are here present. There are so many of them. So many from, I don't even know where to start the order. The chairman of Nigeria Insurance Association, our host. I'm always very tempted to be careful when I'm speaking, when I'm in this hall. Otherwise, the launch might not be guaranteed. NCRIB president, Elan president, Arian, Nigeria Actuarial Society, distinguished members and representative of major economic sectors that are here present, whether by title of president or chairman or secretary. We really appreciate your coming. Distinguished members of the press, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to rest on the already established protocol by the president. I'm carrying several hats as I'm standing before you, but I'll say good morning. I'll start with my principal. I bring warm greetings from my own principal, who is the Honorable Minister of Finance and the Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun. He has asked me to express his deep support for the insurance sector. He would have loved to be here, but for some urgent state matters. And in that regard, I'll quickly jump to others. Also, the chairman, House of Representatives Committee on Insurance and Actuarial Matters, indeed planned to be here, but for some developments in his constituency that he had to urgently go and attend to. Same for the chairman, Senate Committee on Banking, Insurance, and other financial institutions, Senator Adetokunbo Abiru. So I'm carrying those hats and also that of my colleagues from the National Insurance Commission. So I bring warm greetings, thank you, from the National Insurance Commission. Above everything else, I think I need to really appreciate the president of the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria for putting this program together. It aligns with everything that I represent. And you can now see why I'm passionate about this. So I was it is indeed a great honor for me to welcome you all to the inaugural edition of the Insurance Week. I consider this a great landmark event designed to raise national awareness about the vital role of insurance in Nigeria's growth and development. Oftentimes I've asked myself, and I've had to answer that same question, why does insurance matter? Right? Why does it matter? Right? In today's fast growing and changing world, risks are everywhere. Whether you call it economic shocks, natural disasters, health crises, and many more. These uncertainties can disrupt lives and derail national progress. Insurance is therefore our shield. So when you see Nico, then you are now understanding how best you can describe insurance. It helps individuals, businesses, and government manage these risks, recover from losses, and build resilience. Without insurance, our economy will be more vulnerable and our people less secure. That's why this year's theme, Insurance for All, Securing Nigeria's Future, is both timely and essential. This week, or the Insurance Week, is not just a call for celebration. It's a call to action. As a matter of fact, I would describe it as a call to national awareness. We must ignite a nationwide conversation about the power of insurance. From Lagos to Abuja, from Port Harcourt to Kano, seeing growing interest and participation in the insurance awareness campaigns. This momentum must continue. As a matter of fact, I was getting confused as Madam President was trying to highlight the day the week started. That's Insurance Week. For me, I think the timing was also not coincidental, but very timely. It coincided with, I assume it was June 28. And if it is June 28, that is the Insurance Awareness Day all over the world, globally. Insurance Awareness Day did not start in Nigeria. Some have described it as it originated from the US. But globally, it has become a day everyone have come to identify with as a day where you need to understand available coverage, what you should know, the terms of the policy, and how people should benefit from insurance. So it was therefore gratifying when I opened my social media accounts. Don't mind me, I'm not very active. And I saw a series of, pictures, activities across the various media in terms of the level of participation across the country, the level of interest insurance has generated. Indeed, I felt very proud. And we are touching those critical points that are necessary for us as a nation, to be able to make insurance work. We thank the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria for leading this charge and for organizing this historic event. Of course, special recognition must go to Mrs. Yetunde Olubunmi Ilori, the 52nd president of CIN, whose leadership and dedication have been instrumental in bringing this vision to life. And indeed, for those of us that are familiar with the 10-year strategic roadmap of the industry, Insurance Week was a critical initiative in that roadmap. So thank you for making it happen, Madam President. The future of Nigeria depends on how well we manage our risk. Every decision, whether by individuals, by businesses, or government, carries uncertainty. Insurance provides the tool to navigate these uncertainties and protect our collective future. At the National Insurance Commission, we are committed to building a strong, inclusive, and globally respected insurance industry. We are driving reforms to, one, strengthen consumer protection. And I'm sure you know why this is important, since consumers hold the key to insurance expansion. So we must therefore prioritize them, and they must be at the front of our banner. We are promoting digital innovation. And to this end, I was quite thrilled when a gentleman I had known in my past life was introduced in the course of this session, who has been championing the adoption of digital in the insurance space. Insurance meets tech. I think I've been privileged to work with him a few times in my past life, and I say thank you for coming. Your efforts shall not go in vain, because a whole lot of us collectively are championing that cause. Thank you. We want to ensure capital adequacy and sound governance of our institutions, expanding access to our various underserved communities. But NICOM alone cannot do this. We need every stakeholder. We need insurers, we need brokers, we need agents, we need other professionals and various leaders in the numerous economic sectors we've highlighted earlier to uphold the highest standard of ethics, urban space, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, and what have you. Or they're in the rural area. I'm not sure whether you know where Igbokoda is. You must be able to, or whether they're in the formal or informal sector, your product must touch their needs. And that is what we must start to focus on. We must ensure prompt and transparent claims processing. I was quite thrilled when Madam President rolled out some figures around what we've settled even in 2024. And I think we can make more noise around those. Let the whole world know that we are settling claims. Let the whole world know that insurance are not just collecting and keeping, that we are giving back. And many of those institutions and individuals are with us, are in this society. In short, she said we didn't pay to ghosts. So we know they are not ghosts. So we should be ready to publicize and make noise around it. And more importantly, as a sector, we must be ready to invest in talents. We must be ready to invest in talents. And talking about talent, I think I've just gotten 6 new people for the National Insurance Commission, because Madam President mentioned that there are 6 teams, excellent, brilliant individuals that are being prepared to be employed. So I can guarantee you have a space in my innovation hub. So don't bother applying to any other sector. Just come straight to NICOM. And I'm not joking. I am not joking. So we must be prepared to invest in talent as well as invest in technology to drive innovation and the trust that this industry requires from the Nigerian public. I'll round off my remarks by appealing to us as a shared responsibility that as we mark this Insurance Week, let us renew our commitment to building an industry that serves the people and supports national development. Let us use platforms, whether it's media, whether it's schools, communities, and workplaces to spread the message. Insurance is not a luxury. It is a necessity. Together, I believe we can build a future where every Nigerian is protected. Our economy is stronger and more resilient. Thank you all for your attention, and I wish you a productive and inspiring Insurance Week. I will say long live the insurance industry and long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you all.
Thank you very much for that warm opening remarks. He said, be ready to invest in talent, invest in technology to drive innovation. Please put your hands together once again for our Commissioner for Insurance, Mr. Olusegun Omoshin, FIIN. Asseyez-vous, s'il vous plaît. Asseyez-vous. D'accord. Kuzuna kena kungane ko. I understand, but I know understand. I don't understand. Ejoku. Très bien. Very distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to take addresses by heads of insurance arms, and we'll be starting. So it's like a goodwill, okay? We'll be starting with the Chairman, Insurance Week Planning Committee. Please make welcome Mr. Eddie Efekowa, FCIIFIIN, Chairman, Insurance Week Planning Committee. So give him a chairman's round of applause, please.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Please don't mind my voice. I thought that I was scared initially that how was this week going to run? But somehow we started well and we are starting well. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. President, Commissioner, past presidents, my colleagues in the industry, dear customers from the various sectors, students, I greet you again. Good morning. It's been wonderful getting involved with things of industry. And the reason is that is the only way we can give back to this industry that has made us. Last week, we celebrated one of our own who spent 40 years in an institution. Also, some of us too can lay claim to that we have also spent 40 years in this industry, and we have God to thank. Therefore, before we bow out, what do we leave behind? You know, oftentimes we've heard people talk negatively about the insurance industry. And most of the years, we have gathered as an industry to speak to ourselves, but not to speak to the customers. So I was privileged when the president invited me to be part of the planning committee in order to expand our gatherings. Instead of speaking to ourselves, let's bring the customers so that they can hear from us. And rightly so, the commissioner alluded to it. we've recognized awareness as one of those pillars we must continue to pursue and strengthen, particularly when we're developing the transformation agenda and a plan for starting from the NIA, which we sold to the National Insurance Commission. And I know I was privileged to be involved. So this morning, for me, is a dream come true. We started on Saturday. We had the privilege of walking the stretch, but not walking the stretch. The energy that I saw with all those who attended, even with the inclement weather, that was something that was indeed heartwarming. So I want to thank everyone, first of all, because we as a planning committee, if we have done all the things we needed to do and you are not here, then of course we have failed. So I want to thank you for gracing this occasion. This is like day 2, but those are the branches that made it almost like day 4. But notwithstanding, we are happy. Just as before I wish the industry well, let me thank all those who participated with me at the planning level. It's been awesome. Like the president said, the energy most times is really, really wonderful. Most times, some of us are tired, maybe on account of age, on account of so many other things. But when you get to the room and you find the young ones coming with so much of ideas, you just must stay awake. So I want to thank every member of that planning committee. You are all wonderfully recognized at this opening ceremony. So thank you. Now to the Institute and to all of us. I'm happy a lot of past presidents are here. One thing I think will gladden the hearts of all of us is that of sustainability. We are starting something that is novel, and I'm happy that the customers are represented, various sectors of the economy are represented. And we sustain it, and should we sustain it? I plead with everyone who is angling for leadership position at the Institute. Please, as this baton is handed over to you, please don't drop it. Don't drop it. That is just my wish. And to the Institute and the industry at large, congratulations. We are doing very well. Best wishes.
Please, a round of applause once again to the maiden chairman of the committee for the maiden edition of the Insurance Week. So it's giving a very important plea or recommendation. When it's your turn, take it higher. The maiden should continue. Abi? It's an annual event. Merci beaucoup pour ça. All right, we have a long list because it's interactive. Okay, the insurance and then the stakeholders. Okay, so we will be given three minutes to stakeholders to be involved for the goodwill. I'd like to call up next the president, Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers, Prince Babatunde Oguntade. Please put your hands together for him. He has 3 minutes to interact with us. The applause has ended.
CFI, good morning, sir. My president, I salute your courage and vision. Distinguished past presidents of the Institute, it gladdens my heart to be part of this occasion, and I bring you goodwill from the Nigerian Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. This is something that should have happened before now, and it's something that we are happy to be part of. You can see with the number of brokers that were with you on Saturday, we are in this together, neck deep. To the people we are trying to reach, the consumers of insurance. This is the only industry that makes you live. To drive your car, to fly your jet, to sustain your health insurance. But it is the most beaten industry with stories of negatives. There's so much negative energy when it comes to insurance. For those of us who are very conscious of the efforts of our forefathers, what the current president is doing, particularly the energy with which the NICOM is sustaining the industry now. We are encouraged, sir. We are encouraged. Even though we get the yellow paper, we know it is intended to put us right. So for us as brokers, we shall continue to sustain visibility. We have visibility programs, but it is time for everybody to bring something to the pot. We've been doing it separately. I'm sure the head of insurance from LASU has been to the NCRIB house a couple of times. We have quite a number of things that we've done together. But I think it's time to come to the house and let everybody lift the house. We thank you for the opportunity given to us. We'll continue to be a sustainable or a pivotal partner in this journey. Thank you, and congratulations, Madam President.
Thank you very much, Prince Oguntade Babatunde. Très bien. Up next is the chairman, NIA, Mr. Kunle Ahmed. Please put your hands together for him.
Merci beaucoup. Mesdames et messieurs, bonjour. My CFI, Mr. Olusegun Ayomosheyin. The CI, I can do that, but my people will not understand. The CIN president, Mrs. Olubumi Yetunde Ilori. The elders of our industry here present, my brother, the NCRIB president, Prince Babatunde Oguntade, and my past presidents here present. We have several of them. Past President Tokwe Smart, past President F.K. Lawal, Emeritus. That's honorary. But past President F.K. Lawal served on our council for several years, so I needed to recognize him. It is indeed my pleasure to be here. The essence of the Insurance Week resonates personally with me. You recall that on the 30th of October 2024, when I had my investiture, the theme of the investiture was digital disruption, remodeling our traditional systems. And I think there are a couple of things that we are doing to ensure that we bring that theme into fruition. Of course, some of the activity for this week, even for the Insurance Week, includes the hackathon. And the activity of the hackathon clearly aligns with my vision for our industry. So I'm 100% aligned personally to the team, to the vision of the Insurance Week. Indeed, all of my members, 67 members strong members of the Nigeria Insurance Association, which includes insurance company, reinsurance company, takaful companies, and micro insurance companies, are also aligned with this week. The turnout on Saturday from the insurance company is a clear evidence of our support for the Insurance Week. And I think we deserve a round of applause for that. The president mentioned the fact that insurance company paid 622 billion naira. I wanted to say dollars, but it's naira. Last year as claims to the insuring public. One other reason why I'm delighted about the Insurance Week is the fact that we have our customers here. And our customers deserve a round of applause. Before now, we love to talk to ourselves. We love to talk only to ourselves, not to our customers. By next year, and I have the approval of the president to say this, that we might even have a customer appreciation night as part of the Insurance Week. The president. we need to speak to our customers. And, like I said, one of the things that resonates with me a lot more about this week is the fact that our customers are involved. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I have 3 minutes. But the important thing to note here is that Insurance Week does not end just within the week. Insurance awareness does not end just within the week. The moment a broker is trying very hard to ensure that a customer's claim is paid, the moment an insurance company is working assiduously to ensure that a customer's claim is paid, we are creating awareness and reinforcing the importance of insurance to the insuring public. I think we should take it away from there. It's not about just 1 week. It's about what we do consistently all through the year and the years and the years to come. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Oui, un petit peu.
Kò lè yé yín, ẹ bá tẹ́tí jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Applaudissez pour lui, s'il vous plaît. Normalement, j'ai pensé que c'est moi seulement qui comprends la langue française, mais maintenant, nous sommes deux, moi et lui. Applaudissez pour nous, s'il vous plaît. Il est votre frère. Ah, Atidime Tanio. D'accord. Maintenant, nous allons écouter le mot qui vient du président de AIO, Monsieur Tokwe Smart. All right, ladies and gentlemen, goodwill message now from Mr. Tokwe Smart, past president, Africa Insurance Organization.
Well, I'm not going to start from where you stop. My commissioner for insurance, quite delighted to have you here. It's a great sacrifice that you have made. Flew all the way from Abuja this morning. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. I have to tell you the kind of passion he has for the industry. My president, thank you very much for initiating this. Thank you, all our past leaders in the house. I recognize every one of you. And I want to say, we appreciate the kind of support that we have been having. This industry is an industry that some of us are very, very passionate about. For me, I think we are just scratching the surface when we talk about insurance in Nigeria. We have a lot of potential, But if you look at what we are doing, and you look at what happens in other parts of the world, we have not started at all. If you talk about insurance penetration, for instance, when I was president of AIO, I commissioned a project, and it will surprise you to note that across Africa, we are just about 2% in terms of insurance penetration. When you compare that to what happens outside of the continent, talking about the Western world and all of that, where you have about 8 to 9%, then you all agree with me that we have not started at all. And so this initiative is very apt, and I think we can use this, to champion so many things, to be able to take insurance to the next level. We all know in the West, insurance owns banks, asset management companies, and all those big companies. But what are we doing here? So we have a lot of work to do. Sometimes when I sit down and I look at where we are, to be frank, I'm not happy. Because I think that we have the potential to do much more than what we are doing. But it's not the job for the CIM president alone. It's not a job for the elders alone, it's for everyone. So we must show that commitment and dedication and the passion to say we want to change this narrative. So we must think and strategize on how we can develop the insurance sector, not only in Africa, not only in Nigeria, but even in Africa. So I want to say thank you very much, the president. Thank you, the chairman of the planning committee, for putting together this. Just like I agree that we should see it as part, of what we do, from time to time. And then it's not something that we will just, leave for the week. Oh, we have finished the week. No, it's a call for action for everybody, so that we'll be able, to take this insurance to the next level. So on that note, I'll say thank you very much. Thank you very much, and I congratulate the CIN. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tokwe Smart. I'd like to emphasize past president, Africa Insurance Organization. But if he was, you can, give yourself a round of applause. All right, up next is the goodwill from the representative of the president of the Institute of Laws Adjusters, Elan, Prince Uzoma. Please put your hands together for Prince Uzoma. Good
morning, everyone. Standing on existing protocol, I want to thank the President of Council, the Commissioner, good morning, sir, and everyone present. Thank you. I want to read the goodwill message from our Elan President. He's not here, so of course I'm representing him. The Institute of Laws Adjusters of Nigeria is pleased to extend its warmest goodwill to the Chartered Insurance Institute of Nigeria, CIIN, and the entire insurance community as we celebrate the 2025 Insurance Week. On behalf of the Institute, I bring you greetings and best wishes from the President of Elan, Pastor Dikpo Olarenwaju, and the entire Executive Council. As a proud stakeholder and member of the Planning Committee of Elan, we commend CINs for its visionary leadership and unwavering commitment to excellence, education, and professionalism within the Nigerian insurance industry. This year's theme highlighting the integration of artificial intelligence and the debut of the Insurance Hackathon is both timely and transformative. These initiatives mark a bold step towards a smarter, more efficient, and inclusive insurance ecosystem. They reflect a sector ready to embrace the future with innovation, collaboration, and integrity. Elan remains committed to strengthening public trust, advancing technical competence, and upholding ethical standards in claims practice. We are especially proud to support initiatives that empower the next generation of professionals and position the industry for sustainable growth. We congratulate CIIN on this laudable initiative and wish all participants a rewarding, engaging, and impactful Insurance Week. As a member of the planning committee of this program, I know what it took to ask our committee chairman said, what it took to bring this to light. And we wish that this being the debut of this event would next year and the next years to come will be better by the grace of God. Long live the Nigerian insurance industry. This is from our president. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prince Uzoma, representing Elan. Up next, we would like to have the goodwill message coming from the President, Professional Insurance Ladies Association, PILA. Please make welcome Mrs. Abimbola Onokumaya. Ladies in the house, can you give her a better round of applause? Yeah, Emmanuel.
Thank you. Good morning, my commissioner, sir. Good morning, my big sister. And good morning, everybody on the high table, all the council members, and all my professional colleagues. This is a great honor indeed, Ma. And I know that between the two of us, we're always making a joke amongst ourselves that it's not a coincidence that you're the president of CII at the same time as I'm a president of PILA. But the issue that is on ground now is professional insurance goodwill. And because you're a lady and a lady per excellence, I want to just say this is a huge honor. And I also want to thank God that it is a female human being that has brought this to pass. Thank you very much, Ma. We're very, very, very pleased to be part of it. And just in reference to my investiture paper, I just recall that one of the sub-themes for my investiture was expanding our horizon and enlarging our coasts. And this we have tried and succeeded to some extent. We still have like 1 year to go. But I mean, bringing to in reflection, just last week, PILA commenced discussions with the United Nations, Women and Gender Inclusion. And I actually do think that there is absolutely no way in which insurance can thrive in this country without the female people, without the women. And it goes to say a lot in terms of sustainability, because they say that when you educate a woman, you are indeed educating a nation. And to all intents and purposes, PILA is committed, even by the time I hand over, God willing, in about 11 months' time, to actually sustain and participate in whatever it is that will be necessary to ensure that this Insurance Week goes on and gets continuously sustained. Thank you very much, Ma, for this opportunity to participate. And I say, long live Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that one. I love that female voice. Did you enjoy it too? Did you feel it? But you did not show that you felt it. Now you jam your hands together and show you felt it. D'accord. Next, we like to invite the Chairman Association of Small Business Owners of Nigeria, ASBON, Dr. Femi Egbeshola. Please put your hands together for Doctor. He's here with 4 other team players, right?
Please permit me to rest on the existing protocol. Excuse me. So with great delight, I stand before you this morning to bring greetings and goodwill message from the advisory board of our association, from the council, and of course the over 50,000 members of our members spread across the federation. It is for us an esteem to be here to celebrate the Maiden Insurance Week. And I want to commend the leadership of the President, Chairman in Council, Mrs. Yetunde Olubumi-Lori, FIIN, for this wonderful initiative. And we feel this is the best time that we can have this. And it is a testament that insurance is being repositioned to become a force to reckon with when it comes to national development, especially for the most vulnerable segment of our economy, which is the micro, small, and medium enterprise. Please permit me to use this to clarify an issue that happened recently and put me in the eye of the storm. And that has to do with an interview I granted very recently that talked about me. I granted that interview with Punch newspaper, and it was to highlight the gaps and opportunities of MSMEs when it comes to accessing insurance. But to my utter shock or near heart attack, the headline came and said, insurance companies has failed MSMEs, ASBON presidents. When I saw it, I nearly asked my staff to look for an insurance company that can help me insure my reputation. Of course, it was a classic journalistic sensationalism, completely twisting the context and the intent of my statement. It was so bad that 3 days later, I received a call from NICOM, and I had to do a quick damage control seminar over the phone. Well, let me use this Extreme platform today to set the record straight. Insurance has not failed MSMEs. In fact, insurance remains one of the most strategic pillars for business growth, sustainability, and recovery, especially in the time of crisis. I used to tell my members, running a business without insurance is like frying akara beside a petrol tanker. Of course, you may be smiling now, but with one spark, all is gone. I do always tell them too that running business without insurance is like driving downfall without a brake. Yes, you may go fast, but one unexpected bump and all the business is gone. Insurance for us helps us to remain alive. We have been able to see over the years how businesses bounce back from devastating losses because they had insurance. I've also been able to see how businesses close shop permanently because there is no insurance. So for us, insurance is a lifeline. It's, of course, our safety net and a silent partner in our entrepreneurial journey. So once again, I apologize for that misleading headline. And I want to thank CIIN and the entire insurance family for understanding the context and for your continuous effort to educate and empower us. As we celebrate this week, this insurance week, I bring the exciting news for you from Hasbon. We are greatly looking forward to hosting your president, our president and chairman in council, Mrs. Yetunde Ilori, as our guest speaker at our upcoming Hasbon Annual SME Business Conference, which will be holding Thursday this week, July 3rd. She'll be talking on the theme, Insurance for All, Building Resilience and Sustainable Businesses. And it will be a powerful symbol of the solid handshake and strategic partnership between Hasbon and the insurance sector. I wish to let you know, madam, that our over 2,000 registered participants are eagerly looking forward to hear you speak. Congratulations once again to CIIN for this groundbreaking initiative. And maybe before I leave, I should just mention this. I noticed that I'm looking hot. All the other speakers are decked in suits. Just like an executive of an insurance company should be while I'm in my native attire. But yes, let me say that I represent the small business owners, and our native attire is not just about uniform, but it is our own culture. It speaks about our resilience, about our hustle. So while you insure risk, I am wearing the risk. Thank you very much. Because it's strictly by invitation and we have already exhausted the slots, we have just 5 for CIIN, just 5 slots.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Chairman Hasbon, Dr. Femi Egbeshola. Please, I'd like to celebrate. He came with 4 orders to show their commitment. Please, a round of applause for them. Thank you. Okay, quickly, we still have, it's very interactive, okay? So we're doing 2-3 minutes. Mr. Eric Kine from Hawaii. Please put your hand together for him. Ilela? Okay, he will join, he will be the next. Chairman, Computer Village VI, Mr. Jude Ogwa. All right, please a round of applause for him. 2-3 minutes.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. And I would like to stand on the existing protocols. The commissioner, the chairman of the Insurance Association, I use this opportunity to thank each and every one of you. I feel highly honored to be in the presence of all these professionals today. And it's a great honor. And I must always tell my friends when I get out of here. Insurance, when I was growing up, my father told me about insurance. And then it was defunct Universal Insurance. We used to have a factory then. So when the factory got burnt, insurance came and paid for the distance. So after that time, I had so much interest in insurance. But of late, when I grew up as a man, I have little one or two wrong impression about insurance based on the experiences I had with 2 or 3 insurance companies, which I'm not going to mention the name I had with them in my distance. So, but I'm notwithstanding, in every good distance, we have some bad eggs. But another thing I want to say about insurance is that most people, insurance seems to be one of the pillars of every business, in every business growth. Insurance, you cannot do, there's nothing you can do when it comes to business without putting in insurance. But of late, we've discovered that it's only big companies that go for insurance these days because these things are not being brought to the grassroots. Small scale businesses are supposed to be insuring their business just to foster a kind of have security for their distance in case of any ugly occurrences. But these days, there is nothing like that. I would like the insurance unit, this insurance group, to please extend these your good gestures to the grassroots by going to the markets, going to schools, going to all the distance, because we are the consumers. We are the consumers. Come to the market. A lot of people will have, you see a shop that has goods worth over 2 billion. 2 billion naira, no insurance. Why? Because they are not aware. So I need you people to please use this opportunity to come to the grassroots, create awareness, come to the market, create awareness, go to the churches, awareness. You see a lot of things we pick up. So I am glad what is going on. I'm glad to be here today. When I go out in our general meeting, I will tell them the need for insurance. Let me not take much of your time. I appreciate you, and I believe I'm going to carry these good messages to my people. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Up next, we take from Petrobel Food, Oweye Temitope. Ilela? Nepala, Dakior. Nepala. It's not Nepala, in Nepala. CEO Oklamide, Mr. Gbinro Dara. Please put your hands together for him. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to speak. I didn't know I was going to give any remarks, but good morning, Mr. Commissioner. Good morning, the President, and stand on existing protocols. I want to say that it's a huge privilege to see this happen, and I would say this for many reasons. Many people don't know that actually I was like the students many years ago studying insurance in Unilag. And I didn't have the opportunity like this to really feel a really great industry and be inspired by the industry. And I always say when I get the opportunity to speak that I never wanted to work in the insurance industry when I was a student like them, because I saw the insurers like a bunch of, young people don't really enjoy spending time with their parents and their uncles, So I always thought I'm like, oh, I'm spending time with my mom and my dad. I need to just go and run away. That's how we felt. But today I am super proud, and I want to say thank you so much, Ma, under your leadership, and to everyone in the industry who has made this possible to inspire young folks like us, like myself. I am still very young, even though I am now in my 40s. I am still very young at heart, and I'm really excited also about the work and the transformation that is happening from a technology point of view. Everyone on this table today is a supporter of technology in the insurance industry. A lot of you in the room, I see Mr. Odio Nishomit's tech, huge supporter of tech. I run a company who is a insurance solutions company. I stay away from using the word insurtech because I think that has been overused and loses the essence of what it's supposed to do in the industry. But as an insurance professional, I want to say congratulations to everyone in this room. And this is exciting times for the industry. Thank you so much, and God bless everyone.
Thank you very much. Up next, we like to invite Mr. Femi Victor Afolabi, Chief Operating Officer, Modern Commodities. Nepala. Okay. Representative Traffic Radio, Comrade Daniel Onobume. Please put your hands together for him. Traffic Radio. After here, you go and blast the information on radio, right?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Comrade Daniel Onobume. That voices could be very familiar on radio at times, especially when Madam. Okay, sorry, all protocol observed. Good morning, Commissioner of Insurance, Madam President of this CIN, and all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Victor Oteri is the anchor man on Traffic Radio all the time. I'm also one of the callers contributors to the program. Each time Madam Ilori is on radio, it's quite exciting. In fact, it's like those listening at that moment is, have been carried along on what insurance is and how insurance being practiced and the benefits of insurance. It's quite an interesting program whenever she's in the studio. Days back when she is the DG of the Nigerian Insurance Association, I think there's a program she anchored, and that had promoted and publicized, enlightened the benefit of insurance. Because people are still calling up to this moment, why was that program removed from the radio? And the callers and members of the public have been inquiring that program should come back because it's quite educating. All right, thank you for that. I'll pass the message to Traffic Radio. Yeah, so Madam herself, I think basically this is a brainchild. I could say that categorically because it has not happened in the industry in terms of observing the insurance weeks. And we are looking at that day, and this should be continuous. It should not end up here because the Nigerian people, which I discovered, because I have been in the system, I'm also a dual person, I'm also an insurance person too as well. Not just on Traffic Radio, because the members of the public, the Nigerian people per se, the kind of knowledge they have for insurance, especially when the enlightened one and the way to do in society, you'll be shocked the way they react to insurance products or policies when you approach them for insuring. And these are the kind of people that travels all over the world and see what it takes in the other developed climes. But when they come to Nigeria, they will tell you insurance does not work. You can imagine that. But thank God for the effort of government and the regulatory body, NICOM. They've been doing a lot to regulate the system and ensure that those who insured get fortune for their claims and so on. So those are the ideas. So comment CIN, the president herself, and the regulatory body could continue this idea of educating the masses, because what we need now is advocacy of insurance. It's also what we need, that is enlightenment and education, because it's absurd, because we have about close to almost 250 million Nigerians. They are still underinsured, so it's worrisome. We need to do something about it, and everybody must have to put their hands together and ensure that we move forward. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Well, as we are rounding up this chapter now, I'd like to call on Mr. Sam Oyeliri from Young Insurance Practitioners. Is in the building? Vous êtes là? Sheung. All right, Sheung Oyeliri. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning. Um, Good morning to my CFI. Good morning to the President in Council and my Chairman NIA and my very honorable Oga. Thank you very much, the Chairman of the Committee for the Insurance Week. All my past presidents, elders in the insurance profession, our customers here present, and every other person present. Permit me to to stand on the side of the protocol. On behalf of the African Association of Young Insurance Professionals, where I serve currently as the Secretary General continentally, I want to say a very big thank you to the President CIN for giving us the young people the privilege to be part of this whole engagement. We're very motivated. We're so happy that at every step, at every section of this planning, you find one younger person, one younger professional in there. And it says so much about how much you've carried us up to this point. And it says so much about your vision for the younger people and your constant support, because we see it every step of the way. Thank you so much for giving us this initiative. The Insurance Week is something that resonates with us also as members of the YIPS Africa, because, of course, part of our vision includes insurance advocacy and awareness. And it's only the good and it's the right time that we also rally round and come behind you to ensure that this is a success. And on behalf of the president of the YIPS Africa, Patrick Lowe, and then the past president who has been a force behind the YIPS Africa, that's Toby Sanae. I want to say a very big thank you to you, and I can tell you that we will be with you all through the process, and even beyond now, as we partner with you, and as you continue to carry us on your shoulders throughout throughout the tenor and then other programs ahead. Thank you so much. I'm sure tomorrow we'll be in schools. We are the ones that are there. The schools are us, right? And it will be wonderful that at your time we're able to have the industry, flood the universities in Nigeria, beginning with Lagos. And I'm sure next year we are going to universities beyond Lagos, and it will be more success from here. Thank you very much, and you have a nice time.
Thank you, Sheun Oyelere. Up next is the Assisa president from LASU. Please put your hand together for the undergraduates. Okay, maybe the only undergraduate speaker here.
And the greatest LASU articulate LASU and of the greatest cover articulate Kobo. No one, no two, Kulu Kulu. Yes. Good morning, sirs. Good morning, Mars. Good morning to the President and good morning, Commissioner for Insurance. Good morning, President NCRIB. I want to use this medium to appreciate our distinguished elders for the opportunity given to us to represent Lagos State University, because I can see that we are the only university represented here, and it's a very great opportunity. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you very much, sirs. We really appreciate it, and we do not take it for granted. So if we're talking about creating awareness for insurance, the Department of Insurance, in conjunction with Assisa LASU, which is our association, we had the maiden edition of our Insurance Awareness Day in LASU last year, and we'll be open to carry out another Insurance Awareness Day, which is coming up July 17. So the department, along with the association, has taken the initiative to create more awareness in Lagos State universities, in our communities. So we'll be going to faculties in school to preach out the gospel of insurance, to create more awareness, to preach the gospel of insurance to all faculties. So I want to use this medium to plead our support. So we have been sending sponsorship letters to some companies, but so, yes, we have been sending out sponsorship letters to some companies. So CIN has responded and really appreciate you for the support, ma. Yes, ma. Thank you very much, ma. Really appreciate. So I'm also calling out to other MDs and CEOs of prestigious insurance companies. So yes, sir. So for those that have sent sponsorship letters to, please, I want to, yes, please help us, sir. And for those of us that have not sent sponsorship letter to, please expect our sponsorship letter, sir. Please. Okay. So I think on this note, thank you very much, sir, and God bless.
Greatest Baba, greatest Bobo, greatest Bagbobo. Correct. Ẹ̀yin náà ṣàṣerú ẹ̀. Tètè kúlúkúlú. Aluta.
Très bien. Doctor, I think we're done with the goodwill messages. At this juncture, we want to move to the launch of the insurance awareness campaign, and this will involve Commissioner for Insurance and all heads of all arms. But meanwhile, there's a video to be played. Yeah, there's a video to be played, and before the video is played, we'd like to invite Mr. Segun Bankole for the making of the mascot. Please put your hands together for him.
Thank you very much. As much as I'd like to stand on the existing protocol, I'd just like to say a word or two to Madam President, Mrs. Yetunde Ilori. I must say that I was so privileged to be part of the committee that has seen this initiative come to be today, and the way you handled all situations with that motherly touch, I really want to say thank you, ma, and I hope that the week will be a success. It's already started in a very successful manner, and it would end successfully. Thank you so much. On that note, I'd like to say, welcome, Commissioner. My namesake, I'm Segun Bankole, your Segun Mosei. So before we go to see the video and how the Nico, our mascot, came to be, there's a concept behind it, and that's the story behind Nico the Protector, which I just want to give a prelude to, and then afterwards we'll see the video. The name Nico. Nico is the short form for Nicholas, a name derived from the Greek word Nike, which is victory, and Laos, people, meaning victory of the people. This symbolism perfectly aligns with the mission of the Nigerian insurance industry, delivering protection, security, and success to individuals, families, and businesses across the nation. The theme alignment 2025, Insurance for All, Securing Nigeria's Future. NICO stands as a national figure of assurance and hope, representing resilience, innovation, and accessibility that define the industry's vision for the future. The mascot concept. NICO is more than a mascot. It is a symbol of victory and protection, portraying the strength and responsibility the industry upholds in providing job opportunities to Nigerians, risk-bearing services to corporations across sectors, relief and confidence to families and businesses in tough times. With a futuristic, intelligent design, NICO the Protector inspires trust, reflecting technological advancement and modern service delivery. Colors and their symbolism. The blue stands for trust, transparency, and reliability. The green, growth, renewal, and national development. The gold, prestige, excellence, and lasting value. Design language. The shield in NICO's hand represents protection,
the core of every insurance promise. The robotic form portrays a modern tech-driven insurance space. Its glowing visor and confident stance echo foresight, security, and readiness. Nico, victory for the people, protection for the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point, like to invite to the stand the Commissioner for Insurance, the President of CIN, the Chairman of the Organizing Committee for Insurance Week 2025, the President of HCRIB. Okay, okay then. Okay, they can start. And yes, yes. And my very good friend, the President of NIA, Mr. Kunle Ahmed. I'd like them to be here while the video is played. Okay, let's show the video first. Okay then. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, just sit back and enjoy the short video as we present Nico, the protector. Thank you very much for that short video. So at this point in time, I'd respectfully invite all the names I called earlier and the Deputy President, my tennis player, Mr. Jide Orimolaje, please come so that we can do the unveiling of Nico. And the registrar, please, ma'am. And the Treasurer, Tutu.
Where do you want us to stand? My namesake.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you're on the commissioner, you do the unveiling while we support you. So let's observe. Yes. Can we spread it so that there's a balance for all the men here? Can they see? Can they see? Okay. Do we unveil at the spell of Nico? Okay. So can we have a nice N, an indefatigable I, a kinetic K, and an outstanding O? Nico the Protector. That's Nico the Protector, the symbol of the Nigerian Insurance Week 2025. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you all.
We'll continue. We'll come back to pictures later. So we're going to have an interactive section now, an interactive session. I'd like to call on Mr. Tokwe Adaramola. The Executive Secretary, NCRIB, is my Oga in MCing in this industry, insurance industry. So please put your hands together for him. I'm sure he will know how to make everybody to sit down. Please put your hands together for him. It's an interactive session now.
On behalf of the president, please can I request everybody to be seated? Please, can we be seated, please? The CFI, sir, please, can you give the order that people should go and sit down? I have the authority of the CFI to say you should please be seated. Please, anyone that is conversing with you now, tell him you are doing it out of order. Please, let's be seated. Let's be seated. We are required to have an interactive session at this point. And my job has been simplified because variously we had non-insurance stakeholders who are here that made comments earlier. But at this point, this is the segment that has been prepared for them. According to William Shakespeare, he said, the eyes does not see itself, but by reflection. Whatsoever we do as members of the insurance industry, we have done it within the confines of our knowledge. We have done it within the confines of our own experience. We have done it within the confines of our parochial view of how it should be done. But we need outsiders. We need stakeholders. We need those who see us from afar to tell us a bit of how they think and feel that things should be done. Because there is something called habituation. When you stay long in a place, the tendency is that you are not likely to see anything wrong about that place. And we don't want that. Enough of that. And that is why due kudos should be given to our indefatigable president for saying that we should not again come to talk to ourselves. We should not again come to sell ice to the Eskimos. We should not again come to sell coal to those who live in Newcastle, but that we should allow people from outside to be here. And gladly, Many of them are here. So a round of applause for them. I will just try to be very brief before I go to comments. Permit me to say that some time ago, I did a piece, and that piece was entitled Baba Alajo, the Metaphor, to sell insurance to the grassroots. And in that piece, I used the metaphor of that itinerant, what I call a peripatetic person, somebody that goes about with his bicycle, is so trusted by everybody, he collects monies from them, they believe so much in him, and to the extent that they never doubted him at most times. And eventually when problem comes, Baba Alajo always shows up. He never disappointed them. They trusted in him as the carrier of their risk. And I also saw some features of the Baba Alajo. Number one is the simplicity of the presentation of his message. All he comes to do is to tell you that if you don't save for the raining day, when rain comes, it's going to beat you. It's the simplicity of the presentation of his concept and business. He doesn't speak in highfalutin language. He doesn't speak big grammar. He doesn't confuse his clients with technicalities. All he does is to come to them with that simple paper or exercise book or card. To the extent that my ignorant or illiterate grandmother knows how to just move her hand to tick on the day that he has contributed. And of course, he also comes with simplicity of dressing. Unfortunately, we have been indicted here today. There's a saying that when you want to catch so thing, it can be offensive, but you must also be dressed like that. The Baba Alajo does not come, I don't want to say suit. It does not come in a cloth that it does not drive SUV. Baba Alajo comes with bicycle just to be able to connect with the people, just to be able to build integrity, just to be able to give life backing to his product. And all those qualities and attributes made him a very, very common feature that none of those mamas and babas of those days, they never forget. So if we borrow a cue from that, I believe that the greatest people that we should engage with, they are not actually only the corporate or the big clients, but actually those ones that are given to announcing whatsoever we have done. Imagine that if you offend a poor man, when he goes to church, he will take you to church. When he goes to mosque, he will take you to mosque. When he goes to Babalawo, he will give Babalawo coins so that they can destroy you. So it shows the extent to which we must shift. We must, like Thomas Kuhn in the book, in his theory of structure of scientific revolution, have what we call paradigm shift. And thankfully too, we have the strength of technology. We have the willingness to do of the digital revolution and transformation. So we have the world in our hands. It's just remaining for us to tap into it. So before I begin to call us now, I'm talking about those of you that are not one of us. I want to quickly say that there are two strong enemies that we meet when we market. The number one enemy is the enemy of poverty. We believe that it is only the rich that need insurance. But I want to tell you that it is even the poor that needs insurance more than the rich. because the poor does not have second strike capability. If he borrows to buy a car or he collects cooperative loan and they steal that car, of course, there is no way he's going to recover. All those who come around him, the poor gather around the poor, they will only tell him, God will catch all these people. May the Holy Ghost fire consume them. At the end of the day, when they are going back, you will still find money to give them to enter Molue home. The second one has to do with religion. We always say that God will take care of all things. The Christians will say, well, the blood of Jesus will take care of all. The blood of Jesus takes care of all, really. But the Bible also says that discretion will preserve you. Knowledge will save you. Finally, we forget that those who brought insurance were actually those who also brought Christianity to us. Okay? And the same thing is applicable to the Islamic religion and any other religion. So, on this note, I want to leave the floor open briefly because I have limited time. For us to, I hope the non-insurance stakeholders are still here. I saw some of them left. Please, do we still have them? Do we still have? Otherwise, my job will be done. So, what I want to quickly put to you here, under 10, 15 minutes, and I'll round up, is not to come and tell us what we are doing well, but to tell us what irritates you, what you don't like, what you think we should be doing better, so that we can take advantage of this week to ruminate over it, and then we come out stronger. So the floor is open now. Do we have anybody among the stakeholders? Yes, you are number one. We will go this way. Please, can an usher a microphone? You will identify yourself by your name, and then please go straight to the point. What are those things you think we should do better? Those things you think we should do in order to enhance and make sure that this desired penetration and acceptance is done. That's number one. Please, let's take it one. Do we also have any other person? I have the gentleman there is number two. Please put your mind to the number two, sir. The microphone will find you. And then, do we have any more? Oh, okay. We are taking just 3 or 4. We already have 2. Okay, we have 3 now. Number 3. And then number 4. The last but not the least, number 4. So if you pose all the questions to me, okay, those ones I can answer, I will answer. The ones I cannot answer, I will act like that professor who had a very smart driver. The driver was always telling him, Prof, anywhere you go, you collect honorarium. Me too, I want to put myself in your position. And when his wahala was becoming too much, the professor saw that he had above average knowledge. So he cladded him with a suit one day, and he took him to a place where he had an engagement. And the acting professor started to read all the paper, the content of the paper. You know, the fool can also read. So, but when he got to question time, and the first question was fired, bam, the real professor's heart caught because his reputation was at stake. The second question, bam. Third, bam. And when all the questions came, you know what the driver did? He said, all of you, you have asked very fantastic questions. Even my driver can answer all of them. My driver, so the real professor took over. So the professors are here to answer. Our CFI is here. Our commissioner is here. And all the head heads are here. So please, let's go quickly. Let's go now. Let's go. Number 1. Yes, sir. Yes, where's the mic? Okay, you can please come over. You can come over, sir. Okay.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
It's an afternoon. Okay.
Afternoon.
It's
The
very
insurance
cold.
sector
It
is
feels
evolving
morning.
rapidly.
Yes.
We're stepping into
I
a
am
future powered
Osezwa
by
Elimihe.
technology.
I am
A
a movies
future where
director.
our
I'm
services are
representing
seamless
the Association
and
of Nigerian
easily
Movies
accessible.
Directors. The thing is this: I have been in the business of speaking to insurance people, good sir, about tailored, what's it called now? Products for specific sectors of the economy. For instance, I am a film producer director. I rent equipment. Okay, and the average cost for just equipment alone to location is not less than 12 million in a proper film set. That is small. And then minimum crew for a film production is minimum should be 24. Sometimes you have a cast of up to 200, 300 and above. Now, I have friends in insurance, and when I go to them to say, I want insurance for my production, especially what they call day insurance, weather insurance, it doesn't happen in Nigeria. And they tell you that is only applicable to foreign countries. I'm wondering, are we in a hole? Can we not think along that line? I may want to shoot a movie for 21 days. Because of weather, I might be compelled to shoot for 23. Insurance should come in there. I could be shooting, and God forbid, there was a time so I was shooting, something fell off, it was not properly connected, iron from the crane. All the boy did was just shift. He didn't know that thing was falling. He just moved his head because somebody screamed, and the iron dropped right on the floor. If it had hit him, he would have been smashed. Okay. Insurance.
Thank you.
That's the key part of it. How do you tailor products? We can help because we are in the industry. We know what the problems are. We can help you plan this and tailor product for Nollywood.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's been noted. Number 2, we have to be brisk. Please, max of 2 minutes for each.
Good afternoon. I am Sonny Omeza Michael, representing Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So part of what we always advocate for is to talk about how to get more insurance policies legislated. And those that are already legislated also, to find new ways to enforce them. Taxes are legislated, but it's not everybody that pays the tax too. But we see tax authorities do a lot of things more aggressive, innovative, finding ways to enforce the payment of taxes. So we will always advocate that for insurance also, because anytime we hear about insurance is not as deep as should be, we look at the percentages, quite disappointing as said earlier. So we feel that more of that should be done in that area. And secondly is to say about making it easy for people to take up these insurance policies, payment of the premium, use of technology, the same way we do with taxes. Taxes today, they make it easier for people to pay, even though they are legislated. You are supposed to pay. But again, government turns around, make it easier for people to pay. I think that's what I think we should.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Three. Thank you so much.
My name is Andrew Berevie. Thanks for being here, CI President. And then first question I'll ask, why do insurance companies don't insure certain risk? There are certain risk insurance companies don't insure. I want that to be answered. And 2, the fear of the unknown is what I think people don't insure. 1,
they think of return on investment, ROI. They think of that more. For example, if I've been insuring for the past 5 years and nothing happened to my car or anything, comprehensive or third party, I don't get anything, I'll be convinced I don't need it. I don't need it. I start fighting on the road. That is a vague thing. I want us to take our mind off there. And another thing, lengthy, it has happened to me severally, but by God's grace, through NICOM, former Commissioner Thomas, and through Madam Y, she was NIA, and many others, I've gotten positive things out of it. But lengthy formalities makes people more not to insure. I've analyzed many of these things, and it's still happening. There's advocacy, there's awareness and enlightenment on radio, on TV, and in the schools. But people still don't believe it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. On that note, I will. There are three. Do we take one from the students? They are actually the consumers of insurance tomorrow as well as producers. So do we have a question from you? Don't look at Prof now. Prof will not kill you. I thought when we were in higher institution, we have some liberty. Yes, please. Just one from you. Okay? Short and direct.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Adeyemi Adeshola, a 300 level student. So my question is, what are the current trends in this industry that we as an undergraduate just need to know? Right from.
Okay, current trends in the industry that we need to know. Madam President and the CFI, all I know about this CFI is that he's always on the neck of insurance people to find reasons to pay claims and not reason not to pay claims. So please, take that to the bank.
By the powers conferred on me, and to ensure that people that have certificates should still really retain their certificates. The questions asked will be answered by the insurance underwriter and the insurance broker. Who goes first?
I'd like to go first, so that I can retain my certificate first. And I think they are very, very interesting questions. I'll start from the movie producer. Thanks for the question. I think there is an insurance product for you. And a couple of our members, members of the Nigerian Insurance Association, do provide that particular product. I don't want to bore us with the details. I understand quite clearly the risk that you intend to cover. There's an umbrella policy called event cancellation for that particular type of risk. There are subsets of that particular event cancellation that will specifically speak to the risk that you mentioned. And I think when you speak to only one or two insurance companies and you don't have a solution, please come to the Nigerian Insurance Association or speak to NCRIB about such risk. I believe certainly that we'll be able to provide an insurance solution for you. Okay? Are you comfortable with that response? Of course, there are legs to the process of bringing forth insurance solutions or insurance products. One is for the insurance companies to come up with the product. Secondly, we need the ratification of our regulator for that product, for us to be able to sell that product. That process of seeking validation from the regulator is not very difficult as far as I'm concerned. You must get your details right. You must have your actuaries report. You must do a couple of things that we are very conversant with for us to get that particular approval. I hope that is clear. Okay, thank you. I also have questions around the fact that why don't we insure certain risk? And I would have loved you, sir, to give an example. If you give an example, maybe we'll be able to respond more directly. For example, anything around gaming, insurance company will not insure. What's the likelihood of you winning Bet Niger? For example. But if you have specifics, we can discuss. And you want to mention specifics, please, can you pass the mic to him?
For example, I understand insurance companies don't insure commercial vehicles. Not all, in quotes, some of them, because the risk to me are very high. I don't know why. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. That is not absolutely correct, sir. That is not absolutely correct. Some companies insure commercial vehicles. I'm aware of a company that even pull together the commercial risk, put it in a pool, and insure a group of people. I am aware that the hail driving companies do have an insurance policy. I'm aware of that. So it is not absolutely correct. Some companies might shy away from it, no doubt about it. And companies have the prerogative of choosing the risk that they insure. It doesn't mean that all of the industry do not insure such risk. As popular as oil and gas risk in the insurance space in Nigeria, I'm aware of one company that doesn't like to write oil and gas risk. It doesn't mean that companies do not write that particular risk. Again, if you need more information, you can reach out to the Nigerian Insurance Association. Sir, you want to ask another question?
No, I want to give a specific example of.
Oh, you want to give a specific
Another
example? Please,
example, yes.
please go ahead, sir.
My name is Madusi Chikwando. I'm the Secretary General for the Confederation of African Audiovisual Professionals. That is the umbrella body for all filmmakers in Africa. I'm, of course, also from Nollywood. For several years now, we have tried to engage with the insurance industry to provide what is called completion bonds. Of course, all of you already know about performance bonds. But in Hollywood and Bollywood, what we have are called completion bonds. These bonds, it does not particularly insure the film, but it insures certain aspects of the production. Because I'm sure you're also aware of the 3 billion naira that President Jonathan gave to the film industry. I was in the approval committee, and we tried very hard to involve the insurance industry to bring in some risk mitigation. But apparently the infrastructure was just not there, and I can tell you that we have tried. I don't need to mention the specific insurance companies. I mean, we always meet a roadblock, and then nothing happens. It's not there. So most times we engage with insurance. They come with the things we already know: accident, theft. That is not our problem. Those are normal things we all grew up with. We want solutions that are innovative. So, for instance, are you aware of the Creative Economy Development Fund, which was run recently by the federal government? It's in billions. And if you have this kind of facility, it will make it easier for the practitioners to access these funds. But they are not there. These are the things that makes it possible for Hollywood to be as big as it is. And it's also the absence of this kind of policy that stagnates our own sector. So it continues to be a small sector that is funded by angel investors, or you go and sell a plot of land that have inherited. So if we need to move to the next level, we need to engage insurance. So we need to be able to sit down and stop talking about accidents. We know that already. And errors and omissions, we know all that already. And theft, we know all that already. Let's find the new things.
Thank you very, very much. And in fact, I'm not going to stand here to just defend the industry. If we are doing anything, your question speaks to the fact that those things that we are doing are not enough. That's the feedback I'm taking from you. It doesn't obliterate the fact that some practitioners in the industry really do have product that speaks to some of those risks. But we're not doing enough. And I think that's the feedback I'm going to take. But I want to appeal to you that when you have things like this, please speak to a lot more people rather than speak to just one or two insurance companies. I give an example of the fact that one company in this market do not write oil and gas. Assume, for example, an oil and gas man approached that particular company and the company says, no, I don't even know what you're talking about. And that person goes to town saying that insurance companies do not even write oil and gas. So I want to appeal to you to assist us. Feedback like this will be the fuel that we need to be able to come up with a lot more product that speaks to the need of the insuring public. And I appreciate you for that. So we have some product. I'm not going to just hold forth and say we have and all that. If we have and you're not aware of it, we're not doing enough. There are a couple of other questions, I think. Which other question, please? Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, my chairman. You've spoken very, very well. For the Nollywood people, I think you have so many factions there. The NCRIB has engaged the Minister for Creative Economy severally. We're on the same page with the Nigerian Film and Video Censors Board. We have even given some policies as feel, what they call Jara, when you buy suya. We really we prayed that those risks should crystallize so that you know the benefit of insurance. We got some underwriters to give that. But what I want to say to Nollywood is that yours is an industry that will really help to deepen the growth of insurance. And we really want to work with you. The chairman NIA has said so many things. Underwriters are just like people with their wares in the marketplace. You want potato somewhere, somebody says, no, what I have is yam. Somebody says, what I have is plantain. So what you should do is engage the umbrella body, the NIA or the NCRIB, where we know who is who and who does what. And we can help you to articulate as brokers to just do policies that will sort of meet maybe 80% of your concerns. And you know yours is a very volatile industry, particularly when you go to sites, when you go to sets and all those things that happen. And then you have not sufficiently assured us that you are occupying your space and you are taking steps to protect some of those exposures. So for insurance is there for you. Just go to the umbrella body and we'll see what we can do. Then on President, can I see the questions? We have enough legislation on the insurance. Please don't kill us. But we can tell you that the commission is in place at all times to look at new policies. When you develop a policy, you need approval, like the chairman NIA said. And the commission is always looking at the positives. Will it be beneficial? Will it not cause chaos in the market? Then what is the exposure? How well can we drive and deepen this? So we'll continue to work under the existing legislation. And then, of course, there's a new legislation that is around the corner. I don't know, I was hoping that my CFI would tell us that he has a copy of the law, that the law has come out. But he has not said anything. But we know we have enough legislation, and it is not really legislation that brings out new policies. It is the market that develops policies that they have found necessary. Okay.
Well, it's like the NIA chairman at one time stylishly said the regulator needs to approve before they come up with those policies. I would like the regulator to speak to, in fact, because he has the overview of whether broking, whether underwriting, whether foreign, whether, all those AIPs and the rest. Over to you, Mr. Commissioner, sir.
Thank you very much. And I think it's afternoon now. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for all of the questions. And interestingly, the two gentlemen from Nollywood are my best friends here because they've said some things that are so unique and we must take home. I must confess here, yes, I'm on the side of government now, but Nollywood and Afrobeat music are two key areas of pride to the Nigerian government. Those are areas we're very excited about because we're exporting a lot of this to other continents. Go around the world and have a feel of Nollywood. That presupposes that, look, the insurance sector has not engaged enough from what I'm hearing from you. I know there are products. I also know that there are specialized underwriters in the market that can craft some unique products for you. But it's not sufficient for us to have those products and keep them in-house. The engagement is missing. That's what I'm hearing. And I can assure you from the regulatory standpoint that we are quite open to approving products, specialized products for this specific sector. No, you can clap on this. And recall, in my opening speech, I mentioned the ability of operators or underwriters to be able to craft tailor-made products that will suit the needs of Nigerians. And this is one key area we're looking at. So I can tell you, you are speaking to the right audience. And I will be waiting for those applications that will come from the market for me to approve. So you have my assurance that we are quite aligned in this area. The second bit, thank you. The second bit, quickly, is the gentleman from LCCI. Thank you very much because you touched on an area that is very critical as well as important, which is in terms of creating more product or policies, that can be legislated such that we can enforce. Two ways to look at this. We have a bucket of few we are currently trying to enforce, right? But that does not take away the fact that there are still several aspects of our lives that needs to be legislated on. What we would do moving from here is to engage more with LCCI. I've had the opportunity of speaking at one of your events, I think late last year. Late last year, I had the opportunity to speak at one of your events. And that was an eye-opener for me. So what I think the NIA should do for us on the regulatory side is to have like a one-on-one, a bilateral engagement with LCCI to help us channel some of those thoughts, into our own process, and we can take it off from there. We really love to hear from you. Please, before you leave this venue, I also want you to drop your details with the Director General of NIA. She's sitting, just raise up, wave your hand. She's sitting right behind you. Yes, please leave your contact details with her. Indeed, we'll get across to you and we'll ensure that all of those things will get into our own process. On enforcement, honestly, it's one key area we need collaboration. What we've come to realize is it's difficult for us as an industry on our own to do full enforcement. And that's why you will observe that we've collaborated with a number of agencies, the Nigerian Police, the Federal Road Safety Corps, Fire Service, and a host of them, in ensuring that enforcement process is more streamlined and we're able to get the right collaboration. Now, to my brother Andrew, thank you for your questions. The one that resonates with me more is the long formalities, the lengthy formalities. I'm not sure any of our people spoke to it. I hear you clearly because if you pick a simple example, if you go online and you have to complete a form, if it's very brief, you find it a lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, bam, submit, and off you go. But by the time it's going to 10, 20 questions, you are going to abandon it. You just click off and go to the next page, right? You go to the next thing you want to see. So those are clearly demands coming from you, and I'm sure our operators are listening. I'm an advocate of simplifying the process of our engagement with the public, of our claims processing, and what have you. So you spoke on the right one. In terms of what you think we are not ensuring, I don't know the exact of what you mean, but trust me, if there are risks, and those risks can be identified, trust me, we will have solutions that are available. But let's engage more and talk and speak more. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. CFI. On this note, I would request the president of the CRN to please cap up everything, and my job will be done. Thank you.
Thank you, Tokwe. And thanks to all the people that have asked questions. Interestingly, we may not all be the same. I'm sure that some people that have their questions right in their hearts, and they wish somebody can just ask something similar. And that's why in one of the broadcasts that we had, we said, kindly engage with us on our various social media handles, because we don't want this to be the last. We have just about less than 10 different sectors here meeting with us. But we know even your members still have more questions. Honestly, if you have such an event like this and you invite us, we will put together the appropriate team that should be meeting with you. And then we discuss, because if you notice, one of the things that I said during my welcome address is that we want to know we want to hear what you want, how you want it, where you want it, and then we'll be the one to take it back and design it for us. So when you have your own programs too, do not hesitate to invite us. We'll be there. We'll come meet with your people. If I can please have the technical people display our social media handles. You know, CRI is the cover body that supplies manpower to the industry. So when you talk about NIA, they are our members. NCRIB, our members. Whatever, if you just want to purchase insurance, you have to be our members. So we'll see where the relevant question should be directed, and we'll follow up to ensure that your questions are attended to. And the commissioner has also promised they are not also left out. For the students, what we are doing for you, a law or a regulation or guideline just recently came out. Before now, we come to your schools to do accreditation. But I think NUC recently came out with a regulation that we can no longer do that. We're trying to, along with other bodies like ICANN, Chartered Institute of Bankers, come together so that we can meet with whether the body regulating the tech, all sorts of abbreviations. So that's why, there's one regulating the polytechnics. There's another one, the universities. We are trying to, speak to them so that, when it comes to what is required of you to become chartered, your lecturers have it, your department have it, and by the time you are applying for our own exams, you have the maximum exemptions, because we will know that you will have been taught some courses in school. So you can interact or engage the institute to know how you can write your exams. The earlier you start, the better. There's so many people that were envy of some of us like this, that didn't make us to really go after our profession. And we felt, people wrote CI exam and they passed. Why will I go the actuarial way? Permits me. So you can start now, and that is what is trending. We want you to be qualified. We need manpower. In fact, the commissioner is begging to employ people. So if you just join that league, I can assure you that you're there. To all of us that have asked questions, if you are not satisfied yet, but you don't want it to become a contentious matter, today is not the end of the week. Our social media handles are displayed, and you can talk to us after. The commissioner nominated the Director General of NIA, and I think she's all yours. So thank you.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to Mr. Tokwe, Adaramola, and everyone who has been a stakeholder in this particular session of the program. We will be concluding now with a vote of thanks, and it's my pleasure to invite the Deputy President, Mr. Akinjide Orimolade, ACILSIIN. A resounding round of applause for him, ladies and gentlemen. So you are the last person to speak, Abi? Okay, so before he speaks, because I say you are the last person, in a conference, the moderator asked people to give their last words, all right? And then when it was somebody like, I'm going to ask him to give his last words now, the person said, if my mother should hear that you asked him to give my last words, she will say, God forbid, this can never be my last word. So this is not your last word, sir. Yeah. Amen.
Thank you very much, MC, for making it to be a delightful one. I think on this occasion, let me say good afternoon to our powerful CFI, the president, and also the chairman of the council, the chairman of the chairman that made this arrangement to work the way it really worked, the president of the NCRB, the chairman of NIA, the past presidents that are here, and also the deputy president of the NCRB, all the CEOs that are here, fantastic students that have been able to, give us the assurance that industry will wear a very new look. There's a lot of opportunities based on all the things you've heard in respect of the industry. There's a bright future for every one of you. I can tell you that this is where to be. When you talk about the next financial sector that is about to boom, I can tell you that is the insurance industry. So kudos to you people for attending. And I think most importantly, everyone that has been able to stay up to this particular moment, we appreciate you. Fantastic work. We started in the morning and we'll see that even the hall is still filled up till now. So meaning that the insurance industry is very vibrant. And I can say that the consumers that are here, kudos to you. Thank you so much for attending. And I believe that, with more interaction within the insurance industry, I can tell you that things will move in the right direction. The commissioner has assured us, based on the claims that we've paid in the insurance industry for last year, 622 billion, that's a lot of money. And I believe that definitely when it comes to claims, that is the only advert that we have in the insurance industry. So be rest assured, definitely all the insurance company, definitely we know with the chairman of NIA, the assurance is there that claims will fully be settled. And then the media members, just to thank you, you're well represented. Thank you for all the news, positive news that you are carrying, in respect of the insurance industry. Kudos to all the things that you are doing. And I will say again, the AS NCRB, fantastic. Thank you for the way you're able to put a lot of sweetener, into what we had today. And the treasurer, thank you very much. Then also the registrar and also the rector, thank you so much. MC, fantastic job. And as the president actually mentioned, the NICO that was unveiled, it talks in terms of protection. And that is what the insurance industry is all about. When it comes to property, when it comes to life, we rest assured that in terms of that protection, you can have it. And then insurance for all, securing Nigerians' future. You see, for us, I believe that, every one of us, we have a stake, in this industry. So whether we like it or not, we'll surely move insurance in the right direction. Thank you so much, everyone. We still have lots of other activities. Monday, today that we have done in terms of, opening the insurance week, thank God that the thing has been successful. Tuesday, there are other programs in terms of the awareness that we are going to create. Wednesday, the same thing. Thursday, the hackathon that the president mentioned. And then Friday, that we're going to crown it, with the dinner, it's going to be very fantastic. So we appreciate every one of you and we wish you the very best. And I believe that together we can move the insurance in the right direction. God bless everyone.
Thank you very much. We'll be closing now with the national anthem, which we started with. On va finir le programme d'aujourd'hui en chantant l'hymne national du Nigeria. Media. We the native land, no tribes that don't make thee for brotherhood we stand. Thy Jesus to serve, I reign more than life. Shall be a symbol. And justice reign in Jesus. This is us gain. And now without strength. Oh, wonderful creation. Roundings are one request was to build a nation where no one is oppressed. So should be done. Nigeria may be the Flood is a congratulations and felicitations. Please let's listen. We'll be having photo sessions now. Photo. Assisa first. Yes. But they want to take with the management. All the companies. All invited companies, consumers, please wait. Please wait. Yes, the management will be. Yeah, no, to take with them. They want to show that. So the picture will not be complete without the key hosts, especially the president. The president, the commissioner. The students want to have picture with you, sir. Yes, sir. They want to take pictures with you. How are you? Yes. So, memory